2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. Hey, y'all, this is an emergency pod, as y'all can see. We normally don't jump on it right away like this. This is going to be another abbreviated pod, but we wanted to get this post-game reaction. We did give it a little bit of time so that we didn't just come on here going overham, but I suspect that may happen. I'm going to drop that link in the chat, so anybody who wants to pull up and excrete their excrement, you're more than welcome to do that at this time. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Y'all see what we on. This is the emergency pod. Fire Ryan Poles, all right? There's got to be a lot of firing going on, okay? But let's go ahead and get Big Ace in the building. Ace, I want to get your immediate overall reaction to the disaster. The word I used was infuriating.
In the words of Sir Charles Barkley, who's not your role model, that shit was terrible. Absolutely terrible. The fact that you'd have your quarterback out there stinking it up for the last 3 games, and you don't even look at making a change or trying to find another way to spark your offense, or you're not doing anything, is absolutely ridiculous. And
that arrogant, smug SOB is captain. He's the first rookie Bears captain in history.
He's not a captain. They just gave him a captain on his damn jersey. Your teammates make you captain, not the damn coach.
Culture. This guy is struggling. Nobody even talked to him, pat him on the back. I'm talking about the players. And there were some rumors at SC that guys didn't really like him.
Yeah, they don't like him in Chicago. I mean, this guy stinks. Guys are wide open for check downs, and he's just holding the damn ball and not trying to matriculate the ball down the field. You know, there is, the arrow drops here in Chicago. But, I don't think the offense is set up for him to succeed. And if it is, come on, man. What do you do to rookie quarterbacks? You blitz them. The Bears don't blitz them, but we get blitzed all damn game.
And we don't have routes to counter the blitz.
Yeah, we don't have the hot reads. We got
listen. The offensive coordination sucked. Bro, he's missing layups. All right, it's like if I design a play and I say we're going to run a pick and roll and then we're going to give it to Ace and he's going to make the layup and he's missing the layups, bro. And then you're saying, well, this guy's not designing any offensive plays that we could be successful with.
Right. Yeah. But if he's missing the layups, it doesn't matter what you're designing because this guy is terrible.
He's missing the layups and the 3-pointers.
He's playing terrible. He's looking for only 3-pointers. When the layups are available, he's missing those. So, I don't know what the generational part is, and I don't know what's going on with this head coach who doesn't want to bench this guy. Well, I know what it is. His general manager told him, you can't bench this guy. This is our generational quarterback. But, there's no reason he shouldn't have been benched at least at the end of the third quarter, like 5 minutes left in the third quarter, to give your team a chance to win the game if that's what you're out there to do. And don't tell me you're out there running plays to try and develop this guy or put some shit on film when he's stinking up the place for the whole damn game. Get somebody else in there and see if you can win a football game, especially at home.
Well said, Diesel. Immediate reaction, bro.
I was watching as much as I could see from the plays, from the different ways they were showing plays. Them dudes was not open. They were not getting open. I'm telling you, I was looking at most of those plays. Those dudes were not open. And on top of that, the routes they had them running were horrible because they were all too far down the field and your line ain't blocking. And I'm like, don't go to 5 wide because you ain't going to have a back there to help them, right?
No.
Even when the back, man, they weren't chipping. Like, you know how they chip when you go to the edge, you chip the guy, then run your route. Man, they like, I'm telling you.
Are we moving off Tevin Jenkins? Is he running some sort of sham?
He was hurt. They were both hurt.
He's,
Both of the starters.
No,
well,
no, no, no. You talking about Wright and
Oh yeah, the tackles. I'm talking about
the
the tackles.
guard. He comes out there hurt every game, man. Tevin Jenkins has been hurt his entire career. I'm moving off Tevin. I'm not blaming him, but I can't count on him. I'm moving off Tevin.
He's going to be hurt every game. He's got to be your maybe one of your swing backup tackles if you want to pay him to stay here. Otherwise, yeah.
I only seen a couple of check downs that he didn't make like in the first quarter. But after that, I'm telling you, them dudes were covered for the most part, and the patterns they were running were too far down the field. I'm like, it was like the same thing we've been talking about, but they were just doing it like the whole game. Those patterns were down the field. The dudes weren't open. They weren't getting separation.
Yeah.
And then the line is bad. So it's like, why do you keep putting yourselves through the same thing?
Yeah, heavy jumbo, run the damn ball.
Yeah, so that's what I thought we were going to see. And the part of the problem is, to your point, Ace, Flus, I don't know how much control he has, and so what? Because he's got to take that control. My point is, you got these three receivers, which I said was going to be a problem. You got this rookie quarterback, and he's got to be told to distribute and make sure all these guys stay lathered up. You get Rome and you get this veteran. You only need one or the other. You use a 4th-round pick on a generational punter, which could have been used on the offensive lineman. You use that pick you use for Rome or the free agent money you use for this other kid who's dropping the ball. All of that could have been used on your offensive line. And the fact that there's other moves too. Brisker, who we love, Gordon. Poles keeps making moves like that because he came in here saying, they use a computer model and and blah blah blah. They use tech
analytics, AI and analytics.
So if you're sitting there, Diesel, and you're saying, man, we need a left tackle or we need that, and then Rome comes available, oh, he was the highest on our chart, we had to grab him. No, you didn't.
Well, the personnel that he's put for the defense, I got no problem.
Well, the D line is not deep enough, man. We could have more in those trenches.
No,
we knew that.
But like the rookie guy who was performing, it seemed like he don't even play that much on the D line.
Dexter, yep.
Yeah,
he must have pissed off Flus. Yeah, they stopped playing.
He doesn't get no clock. He don't get no clock.
And the local media meatheads ain't even talking about it. And we're gonna go ahead, Diesel. But I'm gonna get into this Caleb situation because there's a lot of move off Justin guys, and the local media was all big on move off Justin.
We got
a conversation we're gonna have today.
Yeah, I still say moved out. That was a smart move. Now, what you put behind this dude is because he's shown the talent. The reason that you drafted him. He's shown the talent. I mean, he had like three games where he had over 100 passer ratings, where he threw for like 300. He threw for four touchdowns in the game.
This is NFL. They adjust to that crap.
Yeah, but he's shown talent. It's not him. It's these coaches that he's got. You shouldn't have had them there to begin with. You shouldn't have had them there to begin with. You should have brought in new people to do the whole thing starting from scratch. You keep Eberflus. He's so worried about his job. He blocking the best dudes that could come behind him as a coordinator. You see what I'm saying? So,
well, that's on the McCaskies. They've been cheap. They underpaid Lovey. Lovey was getting paid less than his offensive coordinator. The McCaskies have underpaid Poles. All of their money was undisclosed because it was cheap. So, you're in a big corporate environment where you're competing at that high level. If I'm hiring one of y'all from McDonald's corporate and y'all got all the degrees and all the experience, and I'm offering you 30% less than Burger King corporate, you're going to be like, oh, this sounds good about your culture and everything, but I got a family to feed.
Right.
So that's has to be our problem because we're at a point where it could be an entire reset again. I told you, Diesel, I said, listen, JF1 was a fan favorite. Fine. I said, listen, I saw the dude. He looked generational to me. Fine. But when you say, I'm going to move off him, if I'm the president, this is what I said when that happened. And I said, if Ace came to me and said, we're moving off the fan favorite, who we've spent time and money developing, right? I'm going to move off him, and you're telling me this guy's generational, and you didn't even interview Benji Wilson, rest his soul. You didn't even interview Derrick Rose.
No interest.
You had all your interest in Deion Sanders, Deion Thomas, so he can get on the phone and talk about the Blazer and the $35,000 and pick up
right.
Steve. You know, that's what I'm.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. This falls on Poles.
I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, none of us agree when we found out he didn't speak with nobody else. It was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you doing?
You wanted Jaden. Look what Jaden's doing. Although Pittsburgh came back and pulled that game out.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault. If you watch that game, that wasn't Jaden's fault.
No, I ain't saying that. But go ahead, bro. You were saying Poles.
Poles. If it's again, so if let's go back 2 years. So don't draft. Could ask Stroud if your ability to scout and develop and judge talent. You should have seen that guy there. You could have got him, right? So you didn't. So you get all this other draft capital. You get DJ Moore, and you get this stuff for the following year. Now, I'm happy with a lot of the defensive guys that he brought on as far as the secondary, right? The line, I mean, they were playing decent the first few games, but then I think Sweat got hurt. He's just coming back. The rookie ain't hardly played. So it's kind of like, now all of a sudden we can't stop the run. This is Eberflus bread and butter, and now it's just butter with no bread. So it's like, man, the organization, man,
man, they softer than Kevin Durant out there.
They're very soft, bro. I've been saying that.
Wait a minute. This was all Justin's fault last damn year. This was all Justin Fields' fault.
That's right.
Whatever was going on wrong with the Bears, it was Justin's fault. He can't throw the ball downfield.
They gutted the heart and soul of the team.
Do that.
Go ahead, Ace.
Got rid of the damn quarterback.
The heart and the soul of that damn team.
Oh, I don't change on that. He should have been gone. He should be gone. Where's he? Because all you were gonna do was be mediocre with him as a quarterback.
The halter could be sitting on the bench right now, chomping at the bit, learning how to be an NFL quarterback. Instead,
and be a man.
But again, I say you still just going. The ceiling with him is you're gonna be mediocre. Mediocre means a 500 team to making a wild card. That's like your ceiling with Fields. So I'm not.
Says who?
That says me. He's riding the bench.
That's his personal opinion.
He'd be starting if they seen anything in him.
Yeah, they don't want to give up the 4th round pick.
Yeah, so they got a Super Bowl quarterback in front of them.
Yeah, they got Russell Wilson.
They don't care about no 4th round.
Yeah, they do.
Man.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Look, if I got to give up a 4th, and I got a guy in there equal, one's a old veteran, and one's got potential, and he still needs some, which the Bears could have done, kept developing him as he was a starter.
How long you gonna develop him?
Listen,
until he's what?
Until he's ready.
Until he's 35.
Why do you devalue? He threw for 1,400 yards to DJ Moore. Now, DJ Moore, you want to kick him off the team. You just paid DJ all this money. You devalued what that meant. All you had to do is stack onto that, maybe get him a Rome or somebody on the other side, build the trenches, build the defensive trenches. Look at San Fran. They
his ceiling as a quarterback is average and wild card at best. That's his ceiling, man. That's why you didn't see a whole bunch of people wanting that guy. That's why Pittsburgh benched him.
And this guy won't even run, man. We got a quarterback who won't even run.
Now, see, that's the edge that he has is, again, we've all said he's best running quarterback in the league. But again, as far as his ceiling, it's only going to get you so far in this league. That's why you stack around him. That's why you go out and get a Saquon Barkley. That's why you go out and you build your trenches. That's why with the Hall people were saying, that's why you take all the draft picks they gave for Caleb and you let somebody else deal with that shit, and you could have kept stacking. And then next year you could have drafted Shador, and with that capital, you could have got the guy who's playing receiver and cornerback. You could have had him. And you could have used Justin that last year and let Shador have a year. At this rate, you still gonna be able to get Travis Hunter because we're gonna be drafting high again. Shit.
Damn, you might be able to get Travis Hunter, and they'll get him. But they'll get him. But we don't need him. And that's the type of move Poles will make.
Yeah,
because
we do need him, but we
He's
need pieces
generational.
more.
We don't
We
need
need a
Travis
line,
Hunter.
bro. We need
We
some
need
guys.
offensive linemen.
Yeah,
We
the
need some
defensive
defensive
linemen.
line.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
We need
you
a
know,
We need
you
guys in the trenches.
We need
You get-
linebackers that's gonna put their head in there and knock people out, bro.
well, we
Yeah.
can go. I mean, hey, look, that's up to them to scout that stuff and pick how they're supposed to pick.
They
They
did.
do. Nah, they
They said
really
they found a generational quarterback, and we got rid of the guy that wasn't costing us any
Come on,
damn
man.
thing to be our starting quarterback.
He ain't looking like Andrew Luck, and they got him all the pieces. They said he had all the pieces he needed, all the pieces they never gave Justin.
He look. You see what Andrew Luck? Quite honestly, he didn't have a great line either. And you see what got him to retire quickly. He was getting killed with the line he had.
I mean, to let Justin go for what they let him go, bro. Let's Chase's point. They could have just kept them both, but they didn't want to have this
agree that they could have got more for him if they would have traded him or traded him early.
I'd have told Justin, look, man, you got these first 8 games, and if we're in the playoff hunt, like if we got a solid playoff hunt after those first 9 games, the season is yours, and to a point. But, bro, and that way, Justin's working on his game. He's focused. He got this rookie in his rearview mirror, and Caleb ain't just giving the keys to the franchise, go Bears and wearing halter tops and shit. I'm confident and I never lose my confidence.
C on his chest.
Yeah,
and the C would belong to the guy they got rid of.
That's right. So emotionally. Okay, what I'm saying is this. It's like removing Derrick Rose for LeBron James. You got a Derrick Rose. Okay, it's hard to compare Justin to Derrick because that ain't fair. But I'm saying he was that much. He was that hard. He was, bro.
Heartbeat of the team.
Yeah, you had some.
But Fields wasn't. I never thought of him. I never thought of that fool as the heart of the damn team, man. He wasn't vocal. He didn't do nothing.
When's the last quarterback? When's the last quarterback the Bears had that they were cheering in the last game that we want to keep?
All of the quarterbacks we had,
and those are the season ticket holders.
A lot of the quarterbacks we had were talented, but they got the same problem we got now. They have bad coaching, bad development. A lot of them dudes, they were drafting quarterbacks and everything. They same thing, had talent, bad situation, bad offensive coordinator.
And then we get a new GM, and the new GM is going to say, this off the top is not my guy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
So the thing
we could have had the haul. Since we draft quarterbacks badly, why do we keep drafting them? We got caught up in the national media narrative that we need some guy who can go down there in the fourth quarter, close games, close it out. He can't even get us to the fucking fourth quarter. He's got 37 yards every game through 3 quarters.
The biggest thing right now, how do we fix it? Okay. We can go all around the last few years and
put that guy on the bench. Crazy. We can put this guy on the bench and let him learn how to play quarterback in the NFL.
Until the line gets fixed. And you can throw it out there as, hey, our line is not ready and we can't keep having our rookie take punishments. This is why we're doing this. You can throw it out there like that and get Bilbo in there and get the offense lathered up, man.
The only reason that I would bench him right now, because you don't want to damage him, because as a rookie like that, he's got to get at least. Now listen to what I'm saying.
He said he can't get damaged. They ask him every week about his confidence. My confidence is 1,000,000. He said he's going to win 10 Super Bowls. So you ain't worried about that.
That's a cap. That's like schizophrenia type talk. So you can always get damaged, man. But my point is, hey, look, my point is, if these guys are going to get fired. Right?
Yeah.
So if you don't plan on firing them, I got no problem benching him. Right? Because I'm like, hey, look, that ain't the best situation for you right now. So you don't need no parts of this. And if you trying to hold on to these guys until the end of the season, which that's how the Bears operate, they keep coaches to the years over and stuff, then hey, bench him, let Bilbo play in this stuff. Let him do it.
Flus, let me tell you something. If he takes a drumming at home against the Packers, he should be the first coach in Chicago Bears history, even though the McCasseys are too cheap to do it, to be fired. He's broken so many NFL records and Bears records of futility.
Yeah.
So we should break another record.
He should be fired. I think he should be fired now. Remember what I said? If we lost,
fired last week.
If we said New England, what was it? New England.
Yeah.
Who did we play last week? The Cardinals.
Arizona.
And who was it before
Arizona.
that?
Washington, the failed Mary.
I said out of them 3 games, if we can't win 2 of them games.
Yeah. And what did you see? You saw a Hail Mary with a player over there undisciplined on the side and a head coach that didn't call a timeout. Now, GM is watching this. And then you come back the very next week, the very next half, and give up a 80-yard running play to a bum with 4 seconds left on the clock.
And before you just came up.
And then you get this at home.
Before you just pulled up, I was watching the online thing that they got for the Bears now, the Briggs and all of them, Wooten and all of those guys be on.
Yeah.
They talked about that Washington game and said, do you know that the players that play before the Hail Mary told Flus, hey, we need to play for the sideline. He didn't do it. And then they said before the play with the Hail Mary, they said we need to call timeout. He wouldn't do it.
But see,
they can do it.
That he didn't just throw a goddamn timeout. It's just a player.
Hey, look.
You're a leader. Put your hands up and call a timeout and deal with it.
You got a C on your chest called timeout.
But that C is for culture. And what their culture means is being a yes man like Cole Kmet, who's a bum. Go ahead.
The biggest thing was when that game was over, you see Eberflus didn't take any type of accountability for not playing the sidelines of the play before or calling the timeout before the Hail Mary. He didn't take no accountability. None at all.
He's taking it down.
So, yeah, too late, Luthor. Too late. He got to go. I don't want to see – again, if they keep those guys, bench Caleb. I'd rather him be benched than playing under these guys, and he going to struggle with
with that line. So right now, I would say
with the line, and Waldron is the dumbest coordinator that keeps calling these plays that are not
dumber than
beneficial.
Getsy?
Man, they running neck and neck to the wire.
Yeah. If Getsy had a baby, it'll be Waldron.
So
who keeps hiring these? Let me grade Ryan Poles. He came in here like, let's get to work. He came in here and said we're going to take the North and never give it back. He came in here and said he's going to start with the offensive line. So what's your grade of Ryan Poles right now? And imagine he's blonde haired and blue eyed and he's not poor and stupid. Imagine he's pink and give him a fair grade.
When you said they all got the same agent. And I thought it was just the relationship that he had with Flus from Indianapolis. But once you said him, Waldron, and Flus got the same agent. Yeah.
Trace
Armstrong. It's too much right there. It's too much right there.
So grade Poles.
F.
You giving him an F?
You know
what? I give him a D.
I give him a C minus.
Yeah. Because look, bro, any one of y'all with those draft picks, I've heard y'all say, what's the guy from Houston's name?
CJ Stroud.
I heard y'all preach his name. I've heard y'all preach Jaden Daniels' name. And the fact that we're not even talking to these people, man, and saying, man, I thought Deion Thomas was the man. Big up Deion. But damn, I sat there and talked to Derrick Rose, and this kid got something in his eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even.
Yeah.
So
didn't talk to Watson.
Derek
passed on Mahomes. Yeah.
No. Foles didn't pass on Mahomes. Foles didn't pass on them.
No, Foles wasn't here.
No, it wasn't Foles.
It was the Bears organization.
Yeah, but we can't fire the organization.
Right. No, it was the dude that they brought from the Saints as the GM that passed on him.
The other Ryan. Pace. Pace.
Yeah.
Grade Flus, F. Yeah.
Definitely F.
They look like they don't practice, man. They look like
they don't practice at all.
They just soft, man. Soft. Like I seen like no blitzes throughout today's game. Even though defense played decent considering the situations they would put in, they ain't give up a lot of points. But like when crucial third downs and stuff, never.
These motherfuckers, they have a rookie quarterback just like you have a rookie quarterback. They're blitzing the shit out of your rookie quarterback, and you're not reciprocating that fact to get some pressure on their quarterback. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
A trained chimp could figure that out in the middle of a damn game.
Yeah.
Now so let's say if they would have like how I was saying, hey, if you trade the number 1 pick this past year, I wouldn't have went any lower than 2. I told y'all that. And took Daniels, right?
Because you wanted Daniels. You did say that.
Take Daniels. You go number 2. And we would have kept, that's when I said, hey, you keep Fields. If you don't take the number 1 pick, you keep Fields, draft Daniels at 2. Now,
See,
the interesting thing would have been,
but see,
it would have been
Fields.
great. Yeah, but it would have been great to sit Daniels because of this fucked up line.
Correct.
So why can't we sit this kid?
Correct.
Well, we can now
Because
because
this
we
kid's
know that
generational.
we know that it's not the line ain't. We thought it was better at the beginning of the season than what it really is.
Bro, he is missing wide open layups, bro, when the line blocks for him. I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about, bro. And he's supposed to be generational. That pass
been
to
doing
DJ
that.
on third down, bro.
Yeah, we know.
He's throwing it too hard when he needs to put
bullets
touch.
when he needs to put touch.
Yeah.
But today, there's a couple of throws, but I'm telling you, we got to wait and see that the way that they show the film. A lot of those plays, them dudes were not open. A lot of the play and the routes were too long. Do they ever run slants? He knows how to throw slants.
And comebacks, they start running them at the end. Like, run a fucking comeback,
look,
right?
A slant is like with these good receivers.
Yeah.
It's the perfect thing for when they're blitzing and bringing pressure. I never see him running it.
Bro,
never.
I saw DJ. He just did like that, man. Like when that dude ran out of bounds and threw the ball. It was in the fourth quarter, and it's like because he had Rome going deep, bro. It's late in the game. Why are you throwing the ball out of bounds now? And Rome was 1-on-1 with his fucking hand up, and he saw him and just threw the ball out of bounds.
Damn ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. It's done gotten his psyche. It's gotten his psyche.
Well, he can psyche that on the bench.
All right, look, we don't want to over panic. That's why I gave you guys 20 extra minutes to cool off.
No,
it is time to panic. But what I'm asking y'all is this. Diesel brought up a good point. Fixes. So the only fixes, if I'm gonna fix it, because I would have told Poles, because Poles had to have told me, gave y'all the scenario, we're gonna get to the playoffs with this team. Poles came out there and told the world that that's why I drafted a generational punter. And your boy came out there and said, tweeted him, you're not going to be punting much this year.
Yeah, punting every game. 7 times, 10 times a damn game.
Man, like 4-5 times a month. You know what? Next week
they have a battle between sacks and number of punts.
Who do we play next week? The Packers.
Yes, at home. Yes.
Oh, they have a line for total punts for the teams. I'm taking the over on the Bears. They're gonna be punting all day long. I'm taking the over on the punt line.
They got a bunch of number 1 draft picks running around on their defense over there on the
I'm taking the over on the punt line.
So you're definitely gonna blitz.
What is y'all fixes?
Fire the coach and fire the general manager. I'm firing everybody.
Yeah, because that would have been my message to them. If this shit don't work, all y'all gone. Because they could have rolled Justin. Even if your point is right, all you're gonna do is get to the playoffs, blah blah blah. You could have got to that point and figured it out then.
Because we won 7 games last year with a dumbass coach, and now we're at 4 and 5. So if we get to 7 games, if we win 7 games this year, playing the toughest schedule in the NFL the rest of the way, what do you think should happen to the damn coaching staff?
But this is the GM who signed off and brought this coaching staff back when we all wanted to get rid of him last year. Yeah. So if this stuff isn't working, he's got to go.
Yeah,
he's got to go, bro. You know how much draft capital he had?
Yeah, it was. He could have set us up for the next 5 to 10 years with what we could have got for trading this number. But he felt peer pressure, media pressure, all this crap. We need to get rid of Justin. It's all Justin's fault. It's Justin's fault.
We need to bring in some receivers to help the rookie. Yeah. Andy Reid is a former offensive line, and he'll never have a bum offensive line.
Yeah.
No, even with the substitutions they still.
Thank you.
They still.
And Poles came up under him and should have that same mentality, and that's why we were happy when we got Poles, because we all thought finally somebody who's going to address the trenches. And we watched this man in every draft, running backs, and we already leading the league in rushing. Weird draft picks like that could have gone to trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the fixes, again, if you're deciding that you're keeping these 2, Eberflus and this coordinator,
and you're getting rid of Fields for this quarterback,
and my fixes, you got to bench Caleb with this line. You got and this coordinator, because it's not He's
It's
not
the Lions' fault.
coinciding. It's both.
Yeah.
Man, if
We'll
these dudes
give
wasn't
you that.
open today and he's
Well,
calling plays
Ace,
that got
Ace is
them dudes
being a little
running down. Yeah,
sarcastic
he's
because,
trying to be. He's
well, that's
trying
what
to
we've
be.
been saying about Justin for the last 3-4 years. But
No, but
nobody,
my thing with Justin wasn't really the line. My thing was all he
see,
wanted to do was run. He
but
wanted to
that
keep
he was
running.
running because the Lions suck.
Nah, he wanted to run even when dudes was open in his face. He wanted to take off running. So, like one of them dumb gazelles. He wanted to
As
just
opposed,
run.
as opposed to just standing in the pocket and getting sacked like
Instead
this
of
dumb
just even when
gazelle.
he got
As
time, he
opposed
see
to
the
just
dude.
standing there and getting sacked like this
Right,
dumb
he see the
gazelle we
dude.
got
He
now.
see the dude wide open, and he just looks at him, and then he takes off running.
That's what I'm saying. This dude,
what? Like
this
no,
dude,
no.
man.
The difference is that Caleb don't want to run. He looking to throw long because that's what they keep calling. Like, man, come on.
Hero ball.
Yeah,
He'll be crying in his mom's lap in Soldiers Field next week. If they get bum raped by the Pack next week. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. He's going to be crying like he was at USC.
I mean, what they can do different? I mean, they just lost to New England. They barely scored any points last week against Arizona, and they lucked up and had 15 points against Washington. So 15, 9, 3, and well, was it 6? No, they had 3 points.
The optimism from Washington.
So next week will be 0.
The optimism from Washington was you had 2 ending drives. One took you to the goal line, one put you ahead. But then and you had a bye to build off of that. And it didn't go nowhere.
Well, your boy Flus, when they be talking to Flus, he still be talking about player development. Bro, you got a playoff roster according to everybody. Well, we got to develop the players. The NFL, the average lifespan of NFL players, 3 years. He's got players 3 years. He's telling me, well, they're still developing. No, what are y'all doing in practice?
Right. Nothing, apparently. Nothing. Even that field goal at the end of the first half, they tackled the guy, or they didn't tackle the guy. They let him catch the ball, jump up, get the ball to the damn referee, and the clock it with 1 second left. If they had jumped on his back and held him down, the damn half would have been over.
The corners are still not touching receivers when they're down. The linebacker had to run over there and knock them down.
It's called awareness.
It's called
no practice.
It's called no accountability. Because if you talk about it in practice and they come out there and do it, guess where they're supposed to be after they do that? On the bench.
Damn bench.
On the sidelines. It's called no accountability. Ace said, get this generational. Ace said, get this generational cocktail sucker out of the game. And we know what he meant by that. I'm going through some of our in-game texts. I said, draft a damn bell cow back. Listen, be what you is and not what you is not, Tudor. The Bears, if we're playing in wind gusting always, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know our model. Walter Payton, we know our model, bro. Why don't we have that running back at Baltimore knows who they are. The Ravens know who they are, bro. We need Edmonds. I'm over Edmonds.
It's a good thing that you just said running
Edmonds
backs.
has never made a hard hit.
Because you know what I see with this roster of our running backs?
What?
There's nobody with acceleration through the gaps, through the holes.
No,
like if they
run, doesn't run through the gaps.
Man, remember they showed the one play where they blocked for him, and the whole thing was outside clear, and
that was a touchdown,
and he cut inside.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
Like,
13 is missing blocks that would have broke plays. That damn Lewis tight end they brought in missed the block that would have broke a play open for like they don't even be trying. The announcer showed it. He's like, he's got to run to that guy. He didn't do nothing. 13.
You got to get a running back that can do a lot of stuff on his own.
Yes.
Swift, like I've been saying, he's good if he don't get touched. The minute he gets touched, he goes down. If it's a hole and he can go through it untouched, then he
Why is Swift not in the game on 3rd and long? I saw that so much. Now they got 23 in there, our short down back, trying to run draw plays, trying to hit him with the dinks. Why is Swift not in? That's what he does. He catches the ball.
Maybe because he's not chipping when he's going out for his pattern like he's supposed to, because they sure don't know how to chip. They don't know how to chip block. So I don't know.
That's coaching. That's all coaching.
That is exactly what it is.
So blame it on the coordinator. Blame it on Justin.
Yeah, and next week we're going to revisit the
We
Hall
gonna
versus this Caleb combo.
we gonna send Fields a gift card while he's sitting on the bench, watching Russell, who was washed up.
Heading to the playoffs.
Take all his headlines.
While he's heading to the playoffs.
And 4-2. And they say he won't pull him out just for a draft pick, Ace. Yeah, they pulled him out after he won a game. And brought in I mean, the proof's in the pudding.
Well, he knows it's ceiling. He's like,
Pittsburgh isn't a dumb organization.
He knows we only gonna get this high with him, but we got
right now. Now.
Yeah, what a wild card.
If he felt the way you felt, he wouldn't be on the team right now.
No,
you feel like he can't win playoff games and get to the next level. He's on the team. They're developing him, and that was our job to develop.
No.
We didn't have any weapons.
If they developed
went out
him,
and got some weapons.
He'd still be playing.
He was 4-2.
His record wasn't that bad, right? So if he was that good, right? Don't you think they would have just
let me pull up his season stats versus the generational quarterback season stats.
No, you can't do that. Pull up his rookie stats against his first however many games. You can't pull up what he's generational. Doing. I don't care if he was or wasn't. That's
what do you mean you don't care? This guy's generational. I don't care.
No, I ain't say that. Y'all said that.
He had to work for.
I ain't say it. So who you saying it? You going off of what the public says?
So he's not the public, huh?
Yeah, the public, John Q. Public, right? You got to have your own opinion.
You hear your own opinion. Ace, do you hear this?
Hey, you mad because your boy riding the oak, even though he was 4-2? I wonder
he's on another team. We're worried about the Bears and the generational quarterback.
You keep bringing him up.
You guys said it was his fault that this team stinks.
Who's you guys?
Yeah.
Who's you guys?
You're saying it now.
No,
he was holding the ball. You couldn't get to the next level.
That's as far as a quarterback. He can't. His ceiling. That's his ceiling, not the team. His ceiling.
According to you.
His ceiling.
So let me tell you Caleb's ceiling.
Let me tell you Caleb's ceiling. Why he on the bench if his ceiling is high?
Let me tell you Caleb's ceiling. You want to compare rookie stats? He got sacked 9 times today. Hold up. The pundits, the people against Justin Fields, where he goes about too low. He's getting sacked too much. This guy's breaking NFL records, getting sacked.
Justin will run.
Oh, Justin's got to get rid of the ball. He's not seeing it. That's not all on the line.
He's going to run to avoid
We're talking about the line.
Tell me about turnovers.
PFF has our line rated pretty highly, our pass before these injuries. PFF, who everybody was going off with Justin, has our line rated highly. This guy's holding the ball too
turnovers. He busy running, so he ain't getting sacked. He's trying to run out the pocket on every play, so you're not going to have a lot of sacks. But he's turning the ball over. You ain't bringing that up. Yeah, all right.
We ain't going to talk about Justin.
Yeah.
All right. We ain't gonna talk about Justin. But when he was turning the ball over, guys were coming at him clean from his blind side and hitting him, and you guys were blaming him for fumbling.
Man, he been suffering from fumbleitis since he was in college.
Okay, let's look at Caleb's stats. Let's look at Caleb's season stats. He was 16 for 30 today. He threw the ball 30 times for 120 yards. He was sacked 9 times. He did rush 2 times for 15 yards. Keenan Allen had 5 catches, 44 yards. DJ 3 catches, 24 yards. He's averaging 24 yards a game when last season he was one of the tops in the NFL. Totally devalued production. We just threw all that shit out in the wind, and they told me it was for a generational quarterback. Now, you may have amnesia. I remember all the media pundits, all the national, everybody said this guy was generational.
No, not everybody. No, you're making out up. Everybody wasn't saying that.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in the media said it, but everybody wasn't saying that.
Okay.
All right.
Man, you see the Chiefs could have lost on the last second field goal, and they got blocked. They blocked Denver field goal.
Romo Doomsday 3 catches for 23. Cole Kmet 2 catches for 13. DeAndre Swift only getting 1 catch is a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Go across the board. All of them dudes. How many Cole Kmet had? What, 2?
2.
I mean,
it was all on one drive.
With that roster, your quarterback should pass for over 150 yards. Easy. And he did.
150 yards for the game.
Easy.
Imagine Justin Fields coming out there last year having 150 yards passing what the hell you guys were saying.
Man, you know how many times I lost money betting for him to throw over 150 yards? He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
Okay.
This is your boy.
It's okay for your generational quarterback to come out here and stink up the place to last.
Number one. Okay, well, we'll say this. Number 1 overall draft pick. there should be a higher
Yeah.
expectation for a number 1 overall draft pick than somebody who we took a flyer on at number 9.
Been in the league for 3 years, 4 years. Yes, he's supposed to be putting up high stats. No.
Well, with this, why
No.
did you?
He
Why did you?
only had DJ Moore.
Why did you make
and
your
Cole
preseason?
Kmet. No, he had Darnell Mooney too.
Why did you
who
predict
all
the
of a
Bears?
sudden?
Then what was the
Darnell
basis
Mooney,
of your claim that the Bears were
Darnell
going to win?
Mooney is in Atlanta and he might be a Pro Bowler this year.
He was hurt. He was getting over
They
injury.
won't.
So hold up. You said the Bears would win 12 games this season based upon what?
Well, from what I see,
you didn't think this generational quarterback was going to be a damn bum. You thought he was going to be playing better than this.
No,
can you admit that? Can you admit that you thought this guy would be playing better than this?
Wait a minute. Did you not hear me coming here getting on his case immediately? So what the hell are you talking about? Okay, I hold everybody accountable. Y'all don't. When Fields was struggling, y'all wasn't trying to hold him accountable. Y'all were making excuses for him. Wait another 2-3 years and maybe he'll do.
No,
nah,
we were talking about building up the roster. We were talking about building up the roster, and they didn't build up the roster. They went out and got Keenan Allen. They went out and got Swift.
And we were talking about winning behind our running game and our defense. And we were talking about winning behind our running game and our defense. And you guys were talking about winning the ball, throwing the ball 50 times a game.
No, I was telling you,
we're the fucking New England Patriots or the Miami Dolphins.
I told you, you got to be able to throw in this time in the NFL. If you can't, you're not going to win that way. The Ravens throw the ball.
Well, he threw the ball 1,400 yards. He threw the ball 1,400 yards to DJ Moore last year.
Yeah, that was it. He wasn't throwing to nobody else because he had Mooney
on that.
And he didn't do nothing with them.
Who's going to get 1,400 yards this season?
Nobody
on this team. But
yeah, he can't throw the ball 1,400 yards.
But you got DJ Moore open on every play, but he's looking around for these other guys.
He ain't open on every damn play. That's a cap. Stop capping. Well,
he was open last season, so he must not be good anymore.
Capping. Well, I mean, hey, he never threw the ball to Mooney. And
he's played for rookie quarterbacks before and caught for 1,000 yards. DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
Great.
Every quarterback he's caught for 1,000 yards. That was y'all take. Well, do you do that for everybody? He ain't doing it for the generational quarterback. He's not getting it for the generational quarterback. And it's his fault. And it's DJ Moore's fault now.
No, I'm not blaming DJ Moore, but you acting like his stuff don't stink. He can mess up just like everybody else. You got Hall of Fame receivers that mess up like everybody else. So don't come with that. Nah.
Yeah, we should have traded him.
But I ain't trying to hear that. Your boy didn't get the ball to Mooney. Mooney looked like a Pro Bowler this year.
No, he doesn't.
Quarterback.
Yeah, and he dropped the Hail Mary last year.
Hell if he don't.
And he dropped the Hail Mary that fell right in his lap.
Yeah, he probably should have dropped it as much as he was open and the dude couldn't get him the ball.
He dropped numerous touchdown passes last season.
No, that's
he did. He was dropping passes last season, bro.
Nah. He probably didn't get enough of them thrown to him to get.
But we're not talking about last year. All right, more fixes, y'all. That's it. Y'all just, I say fire polls. That's the only way you can fix this at this point. Spend some money on a GM. Maybe bring in Bill Belichick. I wouldn't want him coaching, but I'd put him in charge of football.
No, you're not going to get Belichick because he's going to want to be the GM.
That's what I'm talking about. Hire him as a GM and not coaching.
Nah, hell no. Nope. I don't like him as a GM.
They love polls.
Hey, Poles is about to be on the hot seat. Yeah.
Listen, I want Poles to fire D coordinator, which is Eberflus, the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
And the offensive line.
And if he doesn't, then his ass can go too. The president is the guy who's in charge, who used to be the Big Ten president. So he's over all of them.
Yeah.
So he's the one who needs it. Because if you ain't putting out this good product, you can definitely forget trying to get funding for this new stadium that you want.
But I'm sure he told Poles all of that, and Poles assured him that this quarterback was generational, and that's why I'm not talking to Jaden Daniels, and that's why I'm not going to fly and go see C.J. Stroud. You know, he convinced that man that this was the move to make, and if it's not working, you got to fire him. The president's got to fire Poles.
Well, I mean, not to this thing, you have to give the rookie guy, you got to give him a couple of seasons. You can't just go off of one season because rookie quarterbacks don't usually do well their first season, right? But he's definitely not going to do well with this coordinator and this head coach.
And this head coach, that's what I'm saying.
It's like assassination.
I'm not saying move off Caleb, but see, that's the whole issue we get into every cycle. New GM, The new GM's gonna come in and be like, "This ain't my guy." You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna look at all the tape.
That's why I say keep Poles and get rid of these guys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, Poles better do it. If Poles don't do it, I've lost all confidence in Poles. He
Yeah.
came out there, like I mentioned earlier on the show earlier today, and gave a vote of confidence to this guy. He said that Flus is good through the end of the season. I think he was just trying to stop the media noise, but I don't know why you come out and say that. Now, here's what I predict, though, y'all. This team, when they start playing the meaningless games, they're going to upset some of those teams. They're going to start looking a lot better.
They'll probably win 2 games out of them 6 with the division.
Man, they're going to mess around and win 4 or 5 of them. Watch. And then it's going to be just enough to keep Eberflus and overlook all of this. That's what happens. Yes. Yeah. It's going to be like, they're going to say, we don't want to rock the boat. We want to keep some consistency. We don't want to keep firing and rehiring. And then they're going to come out next season in the preseason, not get any reps. The same thing's going to happen, bro. They're going to start next season off. The Bears don't be looking ready to play till week 8, bro.
Yeah, it's
the pre-snap penalties, bro.
That comes from, most of the time it's the line.
That's not Caleb's fault.
Yeah, most of the time it's the line and the tight ends if they're not on the line, and
DJ had one. He said he started moving towards the line of scrimmage too early. And see, I don't know what that is, because I'm sure he practices that, and they probably ran it 20 times in practice, and he cut to the line of scrimmage at the rate he normally does. Sometimes Caleb be up there like changing plays and shit and doing all this and that. Just call snap. Like, we don't have no quick snaps where you get up there and just go.
All right. Yeah.
No, every time we got to get up there and start doing all this and that. We in hurry up offense, and we let the defense load up these every single down. We let them load up, with all these cadences, and you got a line that's pre-snap penalty. All right, but it's not as bad as I thought for Caleb. He's a 61% completion percentage. Well, they haven't added today's game in his overall rating.
Man, pretty much the only thing he's done
his
good
rating's
the
like a
past
79.
couple of games is he ain't turned the ball over. That's pretty much the only thing he hasn't done well. He's done good the past couple of games is not turning the ball over. Everything else he's been sucking.
But that's the problem, man. They're coaching who these people are. He's a gunslinger. Like, he likes to say he's Aaron Rodgers. He's more like Brett Favre. And they coach what makes them who they are out of them. Just like our number 2 cornerback. He ain't the same. You know what I mean? He used to be all fired up, and, they coach him what got them there out of that, bro. So now he's gotten so safe that he can't complete a pass. They made him Justin.
I don't understand. This is what I don't understand on defense. They don't throw to Jalen Johnson. I don't think they threw to him his side the whole game.
They threw it to him. They got a pass to him.
Did they one time?
Pass over the middle. Yeah, just one.
They don't blitz.
Yeah,
but
you got to blitz a rookie quarterback.
And my point is that Tyreek Stevenson, you should know we're gonna double his guy on passing situations.
Yeah, they're in the Lovey 2 all game.
It's like, man, come on, man. It's not that hard.
What did Troy Aikman
said when we had Deion Sanders for those couple of years? We left his side alone, and we did a cloud zone on the other side of the field.
But I can't blame the defense. They only gave up what? I can't blame them for that game, bro.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I know you ain't.
When they're doing soft stuff, which allow them to keep drives going. That's smart play.
I hear what y'all both saying.
Hey, that's coaching.
But
that's the Lovey too.
Yeah, and you count on your offense to be able to matriculate more than 3 points.
Yes.
While you're doing that system, and they're not matriculating nothing, bro.
Yeah, it sucks. It's horrible.
And they don't run the ball. They don't bring in the second running. Oh, we got rid of the second running back. They bring in the power back who was getting us touchdowns
with acceleration.
They bring the power back on 3rd and 20, and they bring in the scat back on 4th and inches.
Or they hand the ball off to the damn backup center on the goal line instead of giving it to the power back.
Yeah, because they thought the defense was going to think they was going to give it to the scat back going to the outside. Like, they overthink it.
Yeah.
It's
And
football.
bro, your boy dropped a pick 6. I think that was the sports gods, man. That's why when he dropped it, he was way in the end zone, bro. He was about to run that back 103 yards. Blackwell, whatever his name is, that's SOB dropped that ball, bro. Yeah. Bro, that was gonna be a momentum change, and the defense was about to, you know what I mean? That could have been something to save the season, man. But he just can't come up with those plays.
Yeah, that's why he's cold off the bench,
Well, here's my assessment. I want y'all to give me y'all final words, but here's my assessment. This debacle is on the GM. He gambled too heavily on the importance of wide receivers for quarterback development because that's the national media. Well, they had it when they brought in such and such for Burrow, and then they brought in such as they got rid of their running back and brought in the wide receiver. All these idiots. He drafted a punter in the 4th round, generational punter, who had a 10-yard kick today and a 5-yard kick the other day. All that capital should have been used in the trenches. That's offensive and defensively. If this coach gets bum assaulted next week at home versus the hated Packers, he will be the first Bear. You heard it here on Mouthpiece included first. The first Bear coach in history fired midseason. And Papa Bear Alice is rolling over in his grave because he hates to be a coach to not coach. And I added, Flus may have devalued the connection JF1 and that production that he and DJ Moore had. That got them 7 wins last year. Also, that smug, fart-smelling SOB GM missed on, what's Houston's quarterback name?
Stroud.
And Jaden Daniels, and he didn't even interview them. That's the problem I'm having, bro. Once I found out, and that goes back to Trace Armstrong being an agent and all this kind of crap.
Damn.
Yeah. Y'all give me some comments, and then you can leave
I'm gonna have to look
words.
online on Facebook, because every time I do, Wayne Williams for the chosen few, I almost think he a Bears hater, but I know he's but he liked it Fields, right? But
yeah, we all did.
Yeah, I like them too.
But I used to go on there and check him too online about Fields, right? But then, so when Fields was gone, he was hating on Caleb before he played, like just talking crap. Then when Caleb played well, he don't say much. No, then he goes. Then when Caleb plays well, he goes, I stick by my statement. Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. I'm like, when he was playing bad, you talking about all your hype was on Fields. Now you switching to Jaden Daniels because Fields got benched and then Caleb was playing well. So I have to go in there and hear his mouth. He'll be on there talking crap as he usually do. But he's like I say, I think he's just a Bears troller now because they let Fields go.
This is terrible.
I think he just has the mentality that that we went with that. There was no reason to get rid of Justin Fields for a 6th-round draft pick and bring in this kid and give him the keys to the Cadillac when you don't even know if he can drive yet. Yeah, he was a Heisman Trophy winner, but damn it, he needed to learn some things about NFL offenses and defenses to lead your team to the playoffs and possibly win. And, apparently the offensive coordinator doesn't know how to develop him. The head coach doesn't know how to develop him. And he's out here looking like a deer in headlights in these games.
Ace, I love your analogy. So I'll put it to like, you want to teach a kid how to drive, right?
Yeah.
Even a NASCAR car, but you don't even have the engine. You don't even have the engine running right. You take your kid out. Come on, son, I'm going to teach you how to drive. You get out there and the car don't even fucking start. So I'm saying you get this guy to be the driver. You go out and hire Jeff Gordon, and you don't even have an offensive line. You don't have rhythm. You don't have an offensive coordinator. Nothing was in place for this kid to be successful, even though everybody thought it was. Not everybody, but most people thought it was. There were people saying that our offensive line needed work. I never understood why we kept the offensive line coach. They fired every coach last year but the offensive line coach.
Trace Armstrong is his agent, I think.
Probably so.
Maybe they wanted to give him a chance with some different personnel. Maybe they thought their personnel was all garbage last year.
Right. Everybody got another chance but Justin. That's all we're saying. We're not trying to fight. I'm just saying everybody was given that favor.
Oh my God.
But Justin.
They just hit
The
your
guy who
boy
busted his ass for the
and knocked
team.
his helmet off. God. Kyler Murray, he got sacked and his helmet flew off. Boom.
Yeah, we couldn't touch him last week.
Yeah.
No, we couldn't.
Yeah. Y'all got some final words?
Man, Justin had 3 years though. I'm not. They gave him like last year to prove
the rookie
what he
deal
could
was
do.
5 years though. There's no. You know.
Yeah, but you don't go off of that if you ain't playing well. You ain't playing well. Like Bryce Young, I seen him today because he back in the starting lineup. I could tell he's damaged. I could tell he's. If he pulls out to be a legit regular starter in this league, I'd be surprised. I just don't think he'll if he became a consistent backup, I'd be like, good for him, good for him.
It's his second year.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you from what I'm seeing in him already.
You took away his wide receivers. You traded away his damn running back. I mean, what do you expect the guy to do?
Damaged. That's what I'm saying. He's like damaged.
Our fleecing of that team doesn't look so good anymore.
Right.
Because DJ Moore's probably got 200 yards or 150 yards receiving on the season, maybe 200. You know, it's not looking good anymore, bro. You know, it's not. It hasn't translated into playoffs.
Playoffs.
It hadn't translated into playoffs. Give me your final words though, Diesel, and then I'll throw it to you, Ace.
All right.
Coaching staff, third rail. That's it. That's it. That's all. Coaching staff, put them on the third rail.
Well, I like Washington. The defense coordinator.
Who is the defensive coordinator?
It's the black dude, Washington. I like him. I like him a lot. He kind of reminds you of a more toned down Mike Tomlin. The way he handles the media, like they don't be messing with him. He's a man up there, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, he's a man up there.
Yeah, but we don't need another D coordinator to be the head coach.
No, he's interim. He's interim. If you're going to fire, you got to have interim. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not going to get a good coach right now in the middle of the season. There's going to be some hot guys coming up, like the offensive coordinator for Detroit. You don't want to pull the trigger and make him permanent right now. Hey, we want to keep you on the staff. We're going to keep with the same defense. We're going to let you run it right now. Get you some
but see, he ain't going to be able to change the offense at all. You're going to still have
the
same.
No,
you can't change the offense right now.
It's the middle of the season.
Correct. So even if you fired offensive coordinator, it's going to be the assistant that's going. It's just different people calling plays.
No, you need to whoever it is need to get somebody who's on the staff that knows offense.
Oh, you just don't want the black guy at the helm. No more black guys at the helm. You want to see the white offensive coordinator assistant.
Yeah.
No,
these are his final words, Ace. We got to leave him alone. These are his final words.
Yeah, I want a competent person who can call offensive plays. I don't care what color he is. He can be green.
Well, then fire Poles.
You can do that too. If he done get his act together. If he ain't trying to fire nobody, he can go too.
And fire Kamala Harris. You know you went in there and voted for it.
No, that's who you went and voted for. You like your Indian friend. Yeah.
Cooking those greens in the cleaning her greens in the nasty ass toilet. But go ahead, fella.
Chitlins.
But no, that's
not the toilet.
Man, he just threw a dime to Marvin Harrison. Yeah, but that's all. Put the coaching staff on the third rail. Bench Caleb if you're gonna keep this staff and let Bilbo start. That's how I feel.
I'd bench Caleb until like the last 3 games of the season.
Yeah. To the last 3 or 4, if you get your offensive line around and get more linemen on your staff. They only had
That's what I'm saying.
They only had like 6 linemen in the game for the
That's
day.
what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, these are all the Hall people were saying, all that you might be saying about Justin is fine. The Hall people were saying we could have moved down and just all these problems we're talking about would have been resolved. And then the only issue could have possibly been, which there was some debate about, was Justin a guy or not. We could have extended that a whole nother year because how much was he getting paid, Ace?
$5 million.
That's it. We could have kept this kid. Even if you stay with this kid, you didn't have to bring in all these receivers. You could have fixed the line. You know what I'm saying? And then groom this kid and then had everybody waiting on him. Jaden would have been doing his thing. I'd have brought him in like the last 5 games of the season if we wasn't pushing for the playoffs. And the kid would have been ready. And we'd have been excited for next season.
The problem was if he was Pose's guy, you take him one. Remember,
And he
I
was
told y'all
generational. Not you saying
they don't let the ones sit, right? So he would have, if he's his guy, it would have had to be Jaden Daniels is his guy. And then you could have traded down the 2 and took Daniels, got you some more draft stuff, and Daniels could have sit. I'd have been happy with that.
He would have been a perfect backup for Justin too.
I'd have been totally happy with that.
Yeah, he's been coming in killing.
And
Yeah,
we'd have probably
had a quarterback controversy early.
Well, no, we wouldn't have had a controversy because we know what Fields can do. We would be contending for the playoffs this year.
We wouldn't be 4-5. I'd say we'd be 6-3 at minimum if we had
Fields. Somewhere in that range, we'd be contending for the playoffs if we would have kept Fields and drafted Daniels.
Jaden be getting stronger, eating steaks and stuff like that.
Yeah. They'd be learning and thinking the game, learning the playbook. Maybe you keep your coordinator and your head coach for another year if you got a solid foundation of a starting quarterback and you got your number 2 pick coming in behind him.
We wouldn't have
Bilbo would have been my backup.
Waldron, we would have taken the coordinator from Atlanta who they got in Pittsburgh. Because remember how we kept saying last year?
Yeah, but their agent wasn't Trace Armstrong.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. You'd have had to get him if you kept Fields.
Trace giving him deals. Well, he giving them package deals. If you want Deion,
take this package
Deion Thomas, you're gonna give him Laser, and you're gonna take Urban Small. We know what y'all did at Simeon. Just trying so easy.
All right, man. I'm out, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
Take shots at Simeon. All right, Wolverine.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're out of here.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're out of here. All right. Ace, go ahead. Give me your final words, man. I got to chase the money.
Yeah, my final word is, this coaching staff is useless as far as this team is concerned. You can see that this kid is above his head running around out there now. So you got to do something to
Hold on, Ace, before you do your final words. Let me do this chat. Fire polls, that was air quotes. The Ghost of Judah said, Caleb sucks, bro. And the Ghost of Judah said, sad it took Bears fans 3 years to figure out Justin sucks. Well, I disagree with you there. He said, go Bajent, no more painted fingernails and handbags. I can agree. Can you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for your quarterback to come in with a different purse every damn game, whether at home or on the road.
Out there just getting sacked. Justin used to be spinning out of that shit. While y'all
I'm not finna sit here for 9 sacks anymore.
Yeah.
He might have did that as his rookie season when there was absolutely no talent on the team.
Yeah.
But now they went out and got your 3 wide receivers and the tight end and the running back and
soon
you
as
just
black
spinning
ass
there.
figured out the game, we're gonna get rid of him. That's what the Bears did.
Yeah.
But he said, go Bajent, no more painted fingernails and handbags. Don Foreman said Belichick just sitting at home watching this game thought John Shroop was calling plays again. Crooked Commish said, damn, if we only scored 3 versus New England, how much can we realistically score versus FGB?
0.
Well, I'm expecting a drumming is what I'm expecting.
15, 9 points last week, 3 points this week. We're on the steady decline to 0.
All right. And Crooked Commish says Eberlose. We call him Eberflu, like the flu.
Yeah, Eberlose.
Yeah, Eberlose will unfortunately be here to at least the end of the season, and I pray that you're wrong. All right, Ace, any comments on those comments, and then you can resume your final word.
I mean, they're all pretty much on point, except for Eberflus. I mean, the Bears don't want to pay 2 coaches to play at the same time. I mean, to coach at the same time. The only caveat to that is if Washington stays and they're able to fire Eberflus and put Washington as the interim coach, and then they won't be paying another coach to come in and coach this damn team. But we still need another coach for next year. We're looking at Ben Johnson. We can take their offensive coordinator out of the Detroit area bring him to Chicago, and maybe
He's
pair
not
him
going to
with
coach. He's not going to coach for pennies, and he's drop dead gorgeous.
Well, he's not drop dead gorgeous, but he's definitely not going to coach for pennies. He's got the
What do you mean?
league in the palm of his
He's scoring
hand.
stupid, or is he? I thought he was okay. Well, go ahead.
No, I mean it's going to be a bidding war for him. Definitely, he'll have his choice of teams. He'll probably take 2 or 3 teams he's interested in. If the Bears are sitting around trying to figure out what they're going to do with Eberflus, they'll lose out on him, and they'll go to another team. But this situation is untenable as far as I'm concerned. This guy has no power as a head coach to bench this guy who's not playing well at all. If your quarterback's got 30, 50, 80 yards in the second half of a football game, you got to figure out some way to win the damn game,
3 of your
especially when
starting
your job's
linemen
on the
are
line.
hurt. 3 of your starting linemen are hurt. 2 straight weeks, Ace. He's out there getting late hit and penalties, and you still got him out there, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's his he wants to get him some work. Want to get some more on film and see what they can come up with next week against the Green Bay Packers, who's going to blitz him the whole damn game, just like he got blitzed today, because the line is hurt. Your offensive coordinator has no idea how to scheme up some short, quick routes or some intermediate routes to those long routes to get the ball out quick, either to the tight ends or a slant route to your wide receivers, or get the running back.
Coach,
You got to run the damn ball first of all.
Ace Flus said that they looked great in the walkthroughs. They had an extra walkthrough this week, and the team looked great this week.
Great this week.
Great week of practice.
Great week of practice. So if your coach is coming out there after they shit a turd like that on television, talking about he had a great week of practice, damn it. Yeah, just step in the side room over here. Yeah, I'm gonna need your badge to get in the building, and any keys you might have to an office or anything. This is the last day.
All the Bears paraphernalia we gave
Yeah,
you.
all of it.
We're putting it in the
Go back
incinerator.
to Indianapolis, or if you want to coach with Green Bay, they'll be here next week. Maybe they'll take you back to wherever the hell you want to live. But there's no way that your team played that bad, and you can come out on the podium and say you had a good week of practice. This guy he's a can you say retard?
I can say it. He's a retard.
Yeah, well, he's a damn retard, and the only thing they can do for the rest of the season, I think they got to find a way to put a spark to the team, and the offense is dead right now. You can say it's the damn offensive line, but I think Bilbo would have a better shot of winning a football game right now than the rookie captain you got out there. But since you put a C on his chest, you don't want to sit him on the bench. So that's my final word. Fire Flus. Get rid of the offensive coordinator. You can just fire him now anyway. There's no big loss in getting rid of him. And bring somebody else in, somebody that can run a similar offense. Because you're not going to be too technical now anyway, because all the stuff that they're throwing at him that he can handle, and there's no problem him handling whatever we're throwing at him. He's not handling it. He can't figure it out. He can't get it done in the game, and
he's calling audibles. He's flipping the whole formation, and they're getting negative yards.
Yeah, it's what we took 15, 20 seconds to call an audible, and they lost 2 yards on a damn run play.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes. It was the same run play they had designed to the other side, and they said he's been misreading the mic. But go ahead, bro. He's been pointing out the wrong mic, bro. He's just up there doing shit.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, it's obvious because he's not playing behind an experienced player that can show them the reads of the mic, show them what to do when there's a particular defense out there and they're running a certain pass play, and how this receiver is going to break off, and that's probably the energy that Justin and DJ had last year. They knew if this defense was out there and I'm running this route, then I could break this route or stutter step and do a stop and go or whatever that's the continuity that they have, but he can't get with this kid because he doesn't know NFL defenses and what the hell to do on offense. So
And the kid's throwing routes to number 13 and extra reps with number 13 and Rome, his butt buddy, and he's not working with DJ. And he even made a comment, me and DJ laugh and joke all the time, but we don't talk football. You're the fucking quarterback.
right, you got to talk football. That's your number one wide receiver. Your team just gave him $100 million. If the damn GM isn't telling you that, the damn coach should be telling you that, or the quarterbacks coach. Like this, they just gave this guy $100 million. He's not going anywhere. You got to figure out how to get him the damn ball. But I don't have anything to say about this game. It stunk. It was terrible. The fact that they had an opportunity to change quarterbacks in the third quarter to try and salvage the game and they didn't do it lets me know that Flus has no power as a head coach. He's just out there doing Pole's bidding. So, Warren has to take a look at the whole situation at the end of the year and see which direction they want to go with the team. But I'm coming close to realization that everybody needs to go, and we need to start over, get a fresh start, and make something happen with a new general manager, a new coach, definitely a new offensive line coach, and, and try and develop the team around this kid because he's our quarterback. Unless you're going to trade him and go back into the draft to get another quarterback, but that makes no sense. We got to
We'll turn
build
to
through the
Pittsburgh.
trenches.
We'll turn to Pittsburgh for a 6.
Yeah. We'll send him to Pittsburgh and get Justin back and get him a number one.
Yeah.
Get my number 2 next year that we got from the damn Panthers and see how that works out.
Now we'll probably move DJ there and for a 4th. DJ will end up in Pittsburgh for a 4th or a 5th. That's probably what happened. This is for Eberflus. This is my message for Eberflus and Poles and Ryan Poles and his staff that's so smarter than the rest of the NFL with the decisions they make.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Ignorant.
They're ignorant. That's no, they're ignorant.
ignorant.
That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Yeah, so it's ignorant. I'm going to push back on Ace's final words a little bit. He believes that Flus doesn't have the autonomy to yank this guy. I believe Poles is sitting there like, is this guy retarded? What they had to have discussed it, so they're probably in alignment on this decision to keep the kid out there and keep getting him work. But I think it's just that Flus is dumb, bro. That's the time where you warm up Bilbo. You create, you know what I mean? Bilbo's on the sideline warming up. I told you in the third quarter, I was like, man, this is his last drive. And then I would have had Bilbo warming up when I was saying that. Bilbo, get over there in the bullpen and start warming up. You know? And then that's your time to sit down and talk to him like, look, kid, it's a lot going on here. We're down 3 offensive linemen and blah, 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 blah. So we're going to get the backup in, so see if we can get this thing going. You know what I mean? But no, I don't think Flus has that in him. Lastly, I'm going to leave it at I've lost all confidence in Ryan Poles as a GM. Again, he's another cheap hire. I'm just not confident. I believe he's using Chat GTP during draft day. You know what I mean? He's loading in on, NFL draft. These guys drafted. Out of the guys available, who should we take? And he's going with Chat GTP. And sometimes, as we all know, Chat GTP hallucinates. It's not 100%. So it'll hallucinate. Yeah. Tell you to get a receiver and tell you to pass up on Marvin Harrison and tell you to do this and that. When you could have, had you a 3-tech in here, and multiple offensive linemen so that your team can play with a foundational strength. This is a soft team. They're softer than, there are a bunch of cupcakes out there. They're softer than Kevin Durant. And where is Sweat? So that's my final words, bro. Where is Sweat? So that's all I got, man. We do have something here from the sponsor.
Yeah, he's coming off injury.
No, go ahead. Then we're gonna get our sponsor.
Yeah, he was coming off injury, and the rest of these guys, Gordon was coming off injury. He made a few good tackles in the first half, but these teams are just running the ball down your throat every week, and they're going to run the ball, and there's nothing you can do about it. So somebody's got to, grab themselves by the cojones and say that, we got to get tougher, especially at a home game. There's no way you let these guys come out there and kick field goals and play defense on you, the things that you should be doing to win the damn game.
With a bum rookie quarterback against a bum rookie on the road.
Bum rookie.
And this guy is playing hero ball, running, getting running yards, and we're not even getting any rushing yards.
We have a butt. We have a butt.
Cool weekends in the morning, 97.1 FM.
Cool weekends in the morning with Weenie in the butt.
WQHG 97.1.
97.1.
97.1.
We have a butt.
In the morning, cool weekends.
FM. Weenie.
And the butt. Manic Monkey 97.1.
Cool weekends in the morning. All weekend long.
Weenie and the butt.
In the morning.
On the radio. FM. Dickie the Punchline Donkey on Cool 97.1.
Cool weekend.
On the radio.
In the morning. FM.
Cool.
WQHG.
Cool weekends.
In the morning.
On 97.1.
97.1. Weenie in the butt.
97.1.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. Oh my God.
WQHG. Turn it on and rip the knob off.
You're listening to the radio.
We have a butt.
Mustache wasn't actually that bad.
We have a butt.
All right.
No,
All right, Karen. Karen, can you stop?
no, they're ignorant.
All right.
Ignorant.
That's all we got, man. I hope we made you guys feel better. I think our fix is most guys are saying fire the coaching staff.
Yeah.
If the general manager hired the sous chef and hired the guy in charge of the front of the house, in the back of the house, general manager's making all these decisions, not even interviewing other people. I think it all falls on him.
Yeah. So that's why you brought the president in to be able to make the decision at the end of the year to clean house.
Come on, man. The McCaskies turned it over. They turned over football operations. All the meatheads said they didn't know what they were doing, which they didn't. We bring in guys that supposedly are football people.
Football guys, yeah.
And they won't fix the trenches. Like, come in, getting the hair done, getting the haircuts, coloring the hair, painting the nails. And this is Chicago, man.
Matching purses. Yeah.
Halter top.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody want to stop talking about the 85 Bears, but the 85 Bears were fundamentally sound in the trenches on both sides of the team.
And they were a hard-hitting football team.
Yeah.
Edmonds has not done. I haven't seen him hit somebody, man. You're a linebacker, bro.
Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do that anymore.
Man, they gotta be running around tackling like it's flag football, bro. The other dude be hitting people when he can.
Yeah, apparently that's what they're doing in practice. So it goes back to your head coach.
Yeah, it starts at the top, and I'm saying it's starting at the tippity top. But
yeah, get rid of both of them.
Yeah,
been a great week of practice.
Because he had a chance to fire those guys. They could have scapegoated the coaching and kept my boy JF1. Now, am I moving off Caleb? He's our quarterback, to your point. He has shown flashes to Dizzo's point.
But these defenses, they recognize what you were doing early in the season, and they put defenses out there to counteract that, which is by blitzing your ass every damn down, and he can't figure it out.
And it's one bum offensive lineman after another. And where was the defensive line today? I don't want to talk about it no more. You find yourself sliding through South Central LA.
Inglewood.
You might be in the Windy City. Right.
Washington Heights.
Better watch your back. check your six. Better keep your head on a swivel. Check that blind spot.
Mouthpiece included. TATN.
Use that technology that
Mouthpiece included.
that blind spot assist. Better keep one up in there and keep that stick on the lap.
Still carry.
Better guard your grill.
Mouthpiece included.
Knuckle up.
Better guard your grill.
Don't forget to.
Don't forget it, baby. I forgot mine.
Don't forget to.
Don't forget to bring it. Like, share, subscribe.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Bear down, FGB.
Mouthpiece
Bear down,
included.
FGB.